Hey guys, it's Aislinn, and in today's video, we are going to be dyeing my hair Valentine's Day themed. I normally dye my hair Valentine's like theme colored every single year. I love it. I don't know. I love the pinks and the reds and the purples. So we are going to be dyeing my hair today. I'm using 3 different shades. We're going to be doing pink, red, and purple. So my idea here is to do split dye, pink and red. And you guys know, I do not use reds very often. The only time I'm picking up a red shade is normally during Valentine's Day. That's about the only time I'm picking up red. So we're going to be doing all of this back here, pink and red, and then this front strip here we're going to be doing purple. So the colors I'm using today are from SPLAT. They are sponsoring some content on Instagram and TikTok. This video you're watching is not sponsored, but I always like to film it for you guys anyway as an extra video. So we're going to be using the shade Midnight Magenta. I actually used this recently in a video and I absolutely fell in love with the color. It is very similar to Manic Panic Hot Hot Pink and it comes out of the hair within seconds. It is such a beautiful shade. I absolutely love this pink. For the red, we're going to be using Midnight Ruby. This is also a gorgeous, gorgeous red shade. It has such a beautiful depth to it and it has a pink undertone, so I think it's going to complement the magenta shade beautifully. This also comes out extremely easy with color oops. I've already tested it. It comes out extremely easily, so I'm not worried about it. And then the last shade we're going to be using is Midnight Tanzanite. This shade is also gorgeous. It is such a beautiful deep violet color and it has like pink undertones, but it's so dark. In certain lighting, it can look like a bluish purple, and in other lighting, it can look like a pinkish purple. It is one of those like color shifting shades. If you're in cool light, it can lean blue. If you're in warm light, it can lean more pink. It is so beautiful and so rich in pigment. So the Tanzanite is going to be up here on this front strip, and then we're going to be doing the split dye pink and red on the back. I've never done pink and red split dye, but I think it's gonna be really cute. So like I said, I am filming a sponsorship on my phone. Thankfully, I did figure out a way for the phone not to really be in camera. You guys can see the tiniest sliver right there, but now I don't have to worry about the phone being in camera with my new setup in my new filming room, which is awesome. So you guys shouldn't even know that I'm filming on my phone while we're doing this video. These are all from the Midnight line. These don't include the bleach in them. They are such dark, rich shades. You don't need to bleach your hair before you use them. They should show up on darker levels. You can obviously use them on lighter levels too, but right here it shows you what it's gonna look like on blonde and then what it's going to look like on brown hair. So the Midnight collection from SPLAT is purposely designed so you can use it on blonde hair or you can also use it on darker hair, which is awesome. I know a lot of people do not like SPLAT and there are crazy rumors about them, which I also talked about in a video I did like a month or 2 ago. I honestly have no issue with SPLAT. I used SPLAT. It was probably the first color I ever grabbed that was semi-permanent when I was in high school. Back then, there were not a lot of different brands. Pretty much you went to Walmart and you got what was available. So I've always like been okay with box dye with SPLAT. I've really never had any issues. I don't necessarily think that SPLAT is the end all be all. It will never come out of your hair. It really does depend on the shade. Every single brand out there has colors in their line that are impossible to remove out of the hair. I don't think it's situational. I don't think it's just a SPLAT issue. Every single hair color line that is semi-permanent that I have ever tried has certain colors within that line that are very difficult to remove. So with that being said, I don't have any issue with SPLAT. If you have an issue with SPLAT, probably don't watch this video. Another cool fact, if you did not know, Color Oops and SPLAT are owned by the same company. So it's DevelopPlus. They're basically sister companies. So you guys know I recently did some sponsored content with Color Oops. I love Color Oops. You guys know that. I've been standing them for years and years and years. I love them. I've done so many videos on their product. So when they asked me to do some sponsored content, after that, SPLAT reached out and wanted me to do some sponsored content because I'm dealing with the same company basically. So it's really cool and I'm really excited about it and I hope you guys will be supportive because I don't want to cry, but you guys were... I'm just gonna do this the whole time. You guys were very supportive on all my other sponsored videos and I really appreciate it because it's a big deal for me, especially when it's companies that I've used before and I've bought products so many times before. It's really cool. So I can't cry because my makeup. I just did my makeup, you know what I'm saying? I just gotta give it a minute to calm down. So yeah, I just want to say thank you guys. I love you guys, and you guys are the best. And I hope you guys go show some love on these videos as well. I really appreciate it. So I did my makeup today, of course, to match my hair. We got some red, we got some pink, we got some purple under the eyes. I keep getting power surges in this room, and it's very, very frustrating because whenever that happens, my camera doesn't save the footage. So I've had to like restart 3 times now. It's very, very frustrating, and I'm probably gonna have to get an electrician to come upgrade our panel. I don't even want to think about how much it's gonna cost, but yeah, I keep basically having to redo everything I'm doing. But let me just say real quick, on the back of the SPLAT box, it does have a bunch of information right here about key benefits that are added into the dye that are going to benefit your hair and make SPLAT different than other hair dye brands. Right here on the back, it says, don't want to bleach? No problem. SPLAT Midnight Semi-Permanent Color No Bleach Kit has been specially formulated to make coloring a little easier. The unique formula conditions your hair while you color, and there's no bleach necessary, which allows the final reveal to be more pure and lustrous for up to 30 washes. Or longer, depending on hair type. Lighter shades will have more dramatic results. So inside the dye, there's quinoa extract and baobab seed oil to nourish, improve shine, and lock in color. It says quinoa extracts are packed with vitamins and minerals that help strengthen hair. Baobab seed oil moisturizes, can help nourish hair follicles and give the appearance of soft hair. It's also vegan, cruelty-free, ammonia and paraben-free, non-GMO, and it's made in the USA. There's a little bit about the dye. Here's the red color. You guys can see it's like a pinky undertoned. Then we have the magenta. It is a very, very vibrant magenta shade. And then we have the purple color here. It is such a beautiful, rich, deep purple. It also comes with a conditioning mask. This is a deep reconstructor mask. So because you're not getting bleach and developer included in the box with the color, you're going to get a larger amount of dye in the box, and you're also going to get a deep conditioning mask. And then of course there's instructions that have gloves included. I'm going to go ahead and section off my hair, and I will be right back so we can start applying the dye. I am going to be voicing over some of this video because I did get very distracted. Like I told you guys earlier, my filming room keeps shorting and like blowing the circuit because we need to upgrade our electrical panel because I have so many lights and cameras, and all the outlets in this room are basically taken with filming equipment. And I've never had that issue before anywhere I've lived with it blowing fuses, like maybe occasionally, but every time I film I'm almost blowing the fuse. So I do need to call an electrician and figure out what I can do to upgrade the panel or stop that from happening, because the reason it's an issue is because if I'm filming a video and the electricity goes out, anything I was filming is deleted off my camera. So let's say I filmed this whole video of me dyeing my hair and then the electricity went out, it would have deleted the whole video. Alright, we've got the pink side applied. I've gotten it worked in there really good. I really didn't need to use much dye at all because the formulation, it has that like high shine consistency to it. It's not at all comparable to Adore. I feel like the old formulation of SPLAT used to be very comparable to Adore. It was kind of like gel-like. I think maybe it depends on the shade you get from a SPLAT, but this one is not like that at all. You guys can see how shiny and like wet it looks. It's really, really easy to saturate the hair. You don't need much product at all. Now we're gonna go ahead and do the other side with that red color. I'm excited to see what this looks like coming out of the tube. And you guys can see my roots are covered because this is one of those midnight shades. You can totally put this on darker hair. So I'm excited to see the color difference at my roots versus my ends, like not bleached versus bleached hair. I can already see it's like such a beautiful pinky red color at my roots. All right, now we're gonna go in with the red. So what I have been doing to help with the electrical problem is I stand up and I stop the camera and then I start the camera. That way, if the electricity does go out, I'm able to save the footage on my camera. If I manually stop and then start the camera, it gets saved. But if it's just recording and then the power shuts off, it gets deleted. So I keep having to stop and start my camera. So that way, if it does go out, then I actually have some footage that I'm able to edit and upload. All right, we've got the red side starting to be applied. It is very vibrant, but it has such a pretty pink undertone. You guys see it? It's gonna complement the pink so well. Like looking at them side by side, I am like excited. This is a split combo I have never done before. So I'm really excited to see what this looks like once we rinse it off, because these two colors next to each other, They look beautiful. This red shade is definitely more slippery than the pink one. The pink one definitely felt a little bit more conditioning based. This one is very, very slippery. It's not like jelly at all, but it definitely is like a high shine color and it's slick. Like I'm having a hard time grabbing the bottle because it's like so slippery. The good thing is with this type of formulation, you really don't need a lot of dye because it just sucks into the hair super easily. I think I'm going to use foils for the purple because it is such a specific little section. I do not want to get any of this like on my face or on any of the other spots. So we're going to use a foil for this, I think. I do plan on calling an electrician to figure out how much it's going to cost for me to fix the issue, but because we just moved, I have a list of other things that are more of a priority for me right now, but that is on the to-do list and it would make my life a lot easier. So hopefully in the next year, I would say, I can get that issue fixed so that way my filming goes a little bit smoother and I can focus a little bit more on the task at hand. All right, everything is applied. Let me show you guys. Ooh. Look how pretty the pink is. Look how beautiful the red is. The purple. This is going to be an epic hair color combination. I'm going to let this sit for a little while, let it process, hang out, and I'm going to rinse using cold water to make sure nothing bleeds on each other. That's what I'm most nervous about. And I will be right back so I can show you guys how cool this looks and we can see the final results together. All right, you guys, we are back. Here is the finished result. We have the pink on this side. We have the red over here, and then we have the purple in front. I just clipped in some star clips, and it's funny because I wanted a pink one so I could do like opposite. I didn't have any pink ones, so I was like, how can I make one? I took some SPLAT dye and put it on a white star, and it dyed it pink, so it was perfect. But yes, here's what it looks like. How cute! This color combo is so cute. I absolutely love the red and the pink together. A lot of people say those colors clash, but I personally love the split dye being red and pink. I think it helps the vibrancy, like the tone of the two colors are matched. The red and the magenta are like the same level and tone, so they go together really well, and I feel like the purple around the face just like accents everything and sets it apart just a little bit. But I absolutely love the way this turned out. I'm gonna have to like post some pictures on screen of like all my Valentine's Day hair colors and you guys can tell me which one's your favorite. I don't think I've ever done one that included purple though. Normally I just do like pinks and reds, and this time I included purple to like make it a little bit different. This one is super simple too. It's super easy to do. It's not very complex. Literally just split dye with a little bit of like a purple money piece in the front. It would also look cute with like a baby pink money piece, or even just leaving the front white would be cool. Here's what it looks like. And I made sure to wear a Valentine's Day shirt so that way it would match the theme. Sorry I didn't talk much during the video. I was highly stressed. I was accidentally dropping color everywhere and I was like overstimulated to the max. I was stressed out. I was trying to make sure I was filming for the sponsored videos and it just really, in my mind was like, I just couldn't speak. I was having a difficult time. So thank you guys for hanging out and watching anyway. I will leave a link to SPLAT hair color in the description down below in case you guys want to try it for yourself. If you don't want to purchase it online, they sell it at pretty much every like drugstore. They sell it at Walgreens, CVS, grocery stores like Kroger, Walmart. They sell it pretty much every walk-in like store you can go to. They normally sell that and Color Oops. But if you don't have one of those stores near you, I will leave it linked in the description down below for you guys. They also sell it on Amazon. That is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. My hair feels so soft and shiny too. The red bled quite a bit. The pink didn't bleed at all and the purple bled a little bit, but the red is the one that bled a lot when I was rinsing it out, and I did use cold water. I also followed up with the reconstructing mask, which also helped my hair to feel pretty soft. Reds are so notorious for bleeding on everything, which is another reason why I don't do them very often. That's very, very typical of red. If you've had red hair before, you know it just bleeds like crazy. Anytime it gets wet, it immediately starts dripping color. It's just part of the deal when you dye your hair red. I've yet to find a red that does not bleed when it gets wet. I remember in high school, I had all red hair with like a black shadow root, and I got caught in the rain one time and my hair was literally dripping red all over my face. And from that point on, I would wear a trash bag on my head whenever I would have to go outside and it was raining. Because why? I was a teenager and I didn't think about an umbrella. So yeah, you can always use a trash bag if you don't have an umbrella handy. I was surprised the pink didn't bleed at all, considering it's such a vibrant pink shade, but it literally did not bleed at all. Overall, I think it's very, very cute and definitely on brand with Valentine's Day. That is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out my Instagram. The link to that is in the description down below. I post way more of my everyday life on there. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I love you guys so much and I will see you in my next video. Bye.